What's up guys, Paul Lloyd here. So I've been building a log store at the back of the garage and I thought I'd make a little video on how to make a log store. If you're a bit stuck on space or you're not really sure on how to build one and how to get one to fit in a little space that you've got, then I thought I'd make a little video. So here we go. So the first thing, I started out just by clearing the space and getting the ground level that I was going to work on. You can see there that I've laid out the two pieces of timber. Now I've got them level, I've used spirit level on them. Now they are 8 foot long to 2.4 meters. So I've used the maximum length of wood that I could fit in the car and just gone with that. And luckily it's the right size for the space that I've got. So you can see that I've screwed the two shorter pieces of wood onto the higher up piece, the one on the left, at 90-degree angles, and that gives you a nice square frame. So I've then put two pieces up the back of the garage and they're going to be the back, so I've got them nice and plumb as well using the spirit level, and then I've squared them off using a big set square onto the 2 foot long pieces coming across. Now I've screwed them together just using normal wood screws. They are about 3 inches long and the wood that I've used is 3x2 tannalized wood, so that won't rot outside because that's going to be standing for quite some years to come. So the upright that's sitting along the garage, I put a 15-degree cut at the end of that. Now that's going to give me the 15-degree slope on the roof. I wouldn't really go any lower than 15 degrees. You see a lot of wood stores with 20 or 25 degree pitch. Now I've just made it 15 degrees just to get it under the garage of the where the gutter is there, and just to sort of fit in nicely. So I've put the upright across at the front, and then I've used an offcut of wood that I had just to screw it together, just to hold it there and get it all plumb, while I can just take a measurement of the length of the hangover that I'm going to put at the front of the log store. So you can see there that I've cut the upright at the front, and then I have cut a piece that's going to be the frame for the roof. So I've got about an 8-inch overhang on the front of the log store. So now that I've got that done, I can copy all the measurements onto the left hand side as well. So now that I've got the left hand side done, I need to join the two pieces together really on either side. So I made a piece to go across the front. Now that will support all the feather edge boards that I'm going to use as well for the roof. So this is quite a crucial piece, this, and you need to get this measurement same, so this piece of wood would fit in at the bottom, it'd fit in at the top, it'd fit in at the back. So once you know that everything's square and everything's running plumb as well. So once I cut that piece, I cut another piece exactly the same length and then put that at the back. So then we've got the front and the back done of the roof. I then put a piece coming across. I put a noggin there coming across. Now that is to support the feather edge boards so that they don't sag in the middle, so that there's some support, and also to get the screws in to screw them down. So you can see there that I've put the feather edge boards overlapping so that the water will run, and it will run all the way down into the back of the garage. Now you see a lot of log stores where the roof is sloping towards you, and I didn't want to do that because I use this piece of soil at the front as a veggie patch in the summer. So I didn't really want all the water running onto the veggie patch. I also put a feather edge board at the front as well. Now that was just a decorative piece just to hide what's underneath, and just to finish it and give it a nice finish there. So you can see there that I've got the roof nice, and you can see that no rain will get into the log store when it starts to rain. So you can see I put a cross piece in right across the back there, about 6 or 8 inches above the one on the floor. That's because the one next to the garage and the one next to the sandstone blocks there at different heights. So I've spaced that one up. Now that'll give me a nice bed to put the boards on so that I can get a nice level surface when I stack the logs. You can also see there that I've started to put the feather edge boards on. Now I've got them overlapping as well, exactly the same way that I've done the roof. So the way that I'm putting them on, it hides the screw each time you put another board on if you work from the bottom upwards. Now that just gives it a nice little finish, and you don't see any screws on show once all the boards are on and together. So you can see now that I've put the slats across. Now you need to have a space in there, and it's important that you get the airflow to come up through and underneath and through the wood to dry it off. You see a lot of log stores as well with the sides open, but I just decided to close them off because I just wanted it just to look nicer rather than to dry the wood more efficiently. Now this final picture, you can see that the feather edge boards are a different colour. So the 4 that I'd put on the day before, I took them off and put them on the other side. Now that's just so that you wouldn't see them and that you wouldn't sort of change the colour on the visible side. So I carried on all the way up, and then when I got to the top, I just carried on with the feather edge boards and then just cut, cross cut right the way down there with the circular saw, and just followed the 15-degree pitch of the roof. So there we have it. That's a dead simple log store. Now that cost me £60 to make, and a lot of the log stores that you see on eBay and Amazon and various hardware stores and things like that are only half the size and double the price. So if you make it yourself, it's really the best way to do it, most efficient way, cost effective way, and gets you out in the garden as well when it's nice and sunny. So definitely recommend giving it a go if it's something that you're thinking of. And that's just one of my solutions that I came up with to the space that I had. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more.